All right, cool. So let's see. For example, first thing I want to do is pull up Remix. Let me just do this introduction. So yeah, this is Tony Sparks. We're going to do another Block U session 3. In this session, we're going to talk about developing ERC20 token and launching that to the Robson test network. There is this question Stuart had about the last homework assignment. Essentially, like I wanted you guys to deploy the smart contracts from the crypto zombies, alter it, and or alter it, then deploy it, and then send me the hash, as proof that you guys did it, so I can interact with the contract.
Yeah, like I altered it, but I didn't know how to. I'd like to go over like the deploying and then sending the hash.
Okay. All right, cool. So first thing I'm going to do is, here's a good example, and it's related to today's lesson. So let me just segue into that. Okay. So this is Mosaic Junction. This is a platform, I think at some point, we're going to start using this a lot heavily to basically, for project management. When we go over our technical discovery, our business and technical discovery, we will use Mosaic Junction because it's a good platform for laying out ideas. So one of the benefits of this program is that you can make certain things public, projects public. And so what I just did was I clicked one of the public projects. Specifically, it's called, let me just bring it back real quick. It's called ICO's, it says it right here, ICO's initial coin offerings. And so basically I created this way back when, before I even started the school, just because I wanted to inform people on like what an ICO is and how to raise money with it, stuff like that. And so, I guess one thing that is the benefits of like cryptocurrency and blockchain technology specifically is that you can do, cryptocurrency with it, and you can use it to like raise money. In 2000, I want to say 18, right, towards the end of the year, there's definitely like a lot of ICOs, and the market was crazy. Like the price of Bitcoin is around like 18K. Ethereum was like 800 or something, and everything was pretty high. And that was because there's this big speculation in like a lot of people investing in cryptocurrency without actually knowing what blockchain is or why it's cool. They were just kind of looking at it as a stocks or some type of like asset they can invest in and just make money. But one thing I've learned is the difference between a gambler and an investor is an investor does research. And they know what they're buying, and they're buying it because they know they're going to make money, or the chances of them making money is way higher than a guess or a gamble, like betting on black at the casino. So, market was pretty high, and the bubble popped, and then prices dropped. Like Bitcoin went down to like maybe 3,000, and then it started being bought again. But all that being said, like people were using ICOs to like raise money. And what's nice about Mosaic Junction is these tiles right here, they have different videos. This one right here explains, what an ICO is.
Hello world, it's Siraj, and initial coin offerings. There's lots of misinformation out there, so let's talk about what they really are, and then we'll create our own ICO using a newer programming language called Solidity.
Yeah, there you go. So that's just like a little taste of what that is. And like, in this, video right now, actually, we're going to go through the process of deploying one of these tokens, for our ICO. And that is why I'm teaching Solidity. So like, just so you guys know, due to this regulation CF for crowdfunding companies, the government allows you to raise up to $1 million without too many hassles. There's a lot of like paperwork and like sometimes like monies you have to pay if you want to raise like more than $1 million. But this kind of explains, more about that. And, you guys should know that. Like there's definitely like some filing you have to do more or less, with the SEC. And you want to look more into this in this article. But like you can raise up to $1 million without too many hassles, thanks to the Jobs Act. And I think Obama helped put that there. So let's see. All right. So we're also going to talk about how to launch a successful ICO. And one of the things that like you should know if you want to, go the ICO route is, you should ask yourself, first of all, if you should you do one? Like a lot of times, the cryptocurrency tokens, they're as valuable as like the network that use them, or they have some other purpose. And so like, you can have so many different tokens out here. That's kind of like, Bitcoin or whatever. And if it's just like a pure like utility for like representing currency, the only thing that makes it valuable is who uses it. So definitely like check this out. There's other important factors you should like know, and they have it in these little tiles right here, and they have different links you can copy and paste and go to where you want to go. So how do you get started, right? So there's a couple of resources right here. And there's some code for one of these tokens. Try to pull it up right here. All right, here we go. Yep, here's a standard token. I'm pretty sure this is an ERC20 token right here. The definitions of an ERC20 token is it has like these functions. A function to.
Is it on your screen because I can't see it? I can't see it if it is.
Oh, word! You couldn't see my screen the whole time?
Yeah, it says Tony Sparks has started screen sharing, but I haven't actually seen anything on the screen.
That is intense. All right, give me a sec. Thank you for telling me. It's good.
No problem.
All right, so I'm gonna click this again. Can you see my screen now?
No.
Wow.
It says I'm viewing your screen, but there's nothing on there. It just says Tony Sparks has started screen sharing, and that's it.
Let me see. What if I stop video? Probably it's not that. So this is new share. Okay. Maybe if I click specifically which window I'm on, which is Can you see anything now?
No.
All right, yeah, just let me know if you can see something. I'm gonna try to fuck around with this.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna click resume.
Oh, I got something.
All right, cool. We did it. We did it together. All right. That's teamwork right there. All right, cool. So this is the ERC20 token standard. All right.
Oh, it still says establishing secure connection.
Okay, well, that's different. It's a different thing.
Okay, got it.
All right, cool. All right, can you see this this code right here? Stu, are you viewing this code? Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess I muted. I didn't unmute it. But yeah, I see it.
All right. So, we got this total supply situation. That's a function that has to be an ERC20 token. So is balance of and transfer. The functions are kind of self-explanatory, but just so you guys, there's also notes right here too, right? But, the total supply is the total amount of tokens that exists. This number can increase or decrease depending on the contract that you built. balance of just finds the balance of the person whose address you paste in there. It takes a parameter of owner. And so the owner is going to be like the address. It's like your public key. And so, like, you know, last lesson we talked about MetaMask and, you know, how do you get a public and private key. But yeah, you put in your public key right here and it figures out who, like how much of these tokens that you have. Then you could transfer it, you know, to or from someone. And there's another transfer from, and like the difference is, you know, you would punch in the from address and the to address and the amount you want to transfer and transfer from, as opposed to just the to address and the transfer situation. And the from is assumed to be you. It says right here, like message sender. Like definitely in the homework, I want you guys to like kind of like look this over. You know, read these functions and the notes associated with them, and you know, you should definitely learn a lot. But you know, to expedite this process, I want to just copy and paste this. Well, actually, I'm gonna go over this too. So here's what's cool. What I just showed you guys is an abstract class, which means that it is like my last session. I mentioned there's a car, and then you have a Maserati, right? So a car is like basically like the abstract class. It says basically cars have to have 4 wheels and seat belts, you know? So this is like the car class. And the standard token is like the Maserati class. And what it does is it implements the rules from this abstract class, and it adds the actual code and functions behind it. So, you know, I feel like JavaScript and stuff and the way code works, you guys should probably be able to, like, you know, follow this logic right here. So I'm gonna go too in depth of it. But that's basically like, you know, we talk about an ERC20 token. It's like a parent abstract class that says you need these list of functions to basically be a ERC20 token. And that's like, it's like you do this standard so you can make sure that, let's say, because this is decentralized and this is the kind of the value of blockchain, where let's say I build the ERC20 token and then some other person in a random like location or whatever is like, hey, I want to make an app that works with ERC20 tokens. If we both follow the structure and the rules of ERC20 token, I can basically add my token to his platform, even though I don't even know him. Or when I was doing my stuff, I never knew about his platform because we implemented the same rules, which means that like his platform could be like, all right, I want to figure out the total supply of your tokens, or also the balance of, you know, specific owners. And like, it should come with the functionality because it's an ERC20 token. All right, cool. So back to, you know, how you deploy stuff, right? Stuart wants to know stuff, and then he wants to know how to basically submit homework and what I need for homework submissions. So I'm going to copy this code. There's a key here where the copy is. Okay. No.
You could try like going into the actual code and doing a Command A.
Yeah, I did that, and it highlighted the whole entire page.
Oh, okay.
I got this slow scroll coming down, so.
If you hold it down, just like scroll down using the 2 fingers. I don't know what computer you're using, but that helps for me.
I think I would do that if I wasn't using one of my fingers to hold this highlight situation.
Oh, okay.
We are getting there. As I scroll through, you guys can see the different functions and look in awe and the glory of ERC20 tokens. All right, cool. So now we're here. I'm going to click copy, right? Now I want to go to remix. So now I'm here in remix. And I want to create, so this is what you would do in a homework situation. You're like, all right, I created this SOL file. I created this thing, this solidity document. I'm going to call this ERC20 test. I'll click OK. And then it's like, it creates this blank file for me. Just warning, source file does not specify required compiler version. Okay, cool. So I'll copy and paste. And then gives me this. This is parse error. It says the mutability concept was removed. All right, cool. So what's going on right now is the way that like I have my stuff, my links set up, it's pulling in like version 5 of Solidity. But it says here that like the version must be 4.4. And it does say like, 0.4 or above. But the problem is like when they did 5, they did some updates that basically removed a lot of, not a lot, but some of the functionality, like specifically this constant, it wants you to put something different like view or peer. And that's like a situation where this function, constant, what it meant was like what the function returns is something that doesn't change the state or change any data specifically in the blockchain. And that's important because like, earlier there's 2 types of functions. There's senders and call functions. And the sender functions affect the blockchain. And, Solidity needs to know that that's going to happen before it kind of compiles a contract. The call functions don't affect the blockchain or change it. So that's what's going on. So what I want to do is I'm just going to switch this. Go up here. Or specifically what I'm going to do is change my compiler version. So let me see here. Debugger. Cool, compiler. So I'm going to go to 4.4. So honestly, I recommend like, and I think I want to require like when you guys do the homework, you should upgrade this to like 5, right? And I think that going through the debugging process of changing like stuff like constant to view will be helpful. And yeah, I mean, we can definitely do that. I mean, honestly, I feel like I might just want to do that in case, I can show you guys, but you guys are definitely responsible for kind of like doing this. All right, so I'm going to switch it back to 5. That's where I was. So this is what it's going to feel like to basically debug a contract. And I feel like within this time, I don't want to go over an hour, really 40 minutes right now. Let's just try this. All right, so review. Boom. And then so like now it's changing, like it's doing this constant compiling stuff. Like what I would do, what I might do if this keeps coming up is like copy and paste this. Yeah, I think I will. Let me see how many times this shows up. No, it's not that deep. Okay, cool. So then we have this. This is syntax error, no visibility exceptions. Did you intend to add public? This is function balance of few returns. Public function balance of. Okay. Hmm. Function variable structure modifier declare expected public. So it says the function variable struct or modifier declaration expected public function balance of view returns balance. You know what? I feel like this is definitely going to go over if really try to like upgrade this stuff. But there is definitely like ways to go about doing this, and like it would definitely evolve. Like maybe Googling some of these errors. And
yeah, I googled some of these errors. There's like a Stack Overflow for a Solidity.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you'll probably find a lot of it. I have to get it again. It's like the Stack Overflow of Solidity.
Yeah. And so I think like that's kind of why you might want to just kind of use the version that they tell you to use, because it still works. It's just that there's like I think that when you write code moving forward, you definitely want to use a higher compiler like 5, and basically write your code, because like at some point you don't want stuff to be outdated, or like if you want to interact with new systems that use upgraded systems. So it's wise to develop it. I know all the code that I've built with my contracts like use 5 too, and I made sure I upgraded it. But for the sake of this tutorial moving swiftly, we're just going to like use this compiler. Cool. And let's see what this is. So it's an undeclared identifier request or require. Just to make sure, I'm pretty sure I did that right. So yeah, I copied and pasted this back in here. And there is this. So usually when this happens, it's like a line wasn't closed, but this line is closed. I'm curious, what happens if I do that? There's this, and it says this. It says error. It says transfer not found, or
your function payable. The brackets are after the word function, not payable.
Oh, dude. Oh, shit. That's a good eye, man. First of all, yeah, it's good to work with other people on this, but this fucking contract must have had like an error inside of it. Let's see. It says function. It says got payable. Identifier. Got payable. I think I want to just start from some better code base. Just to verify, this is exactly what's going on. So it's this right here, and it's this, and it's this payable right here. So basically this is like a copy and paste situation. Basically this is identifier got payable. And this is the correct 4.4 or up. Let me see, just to clarify. it is the same error. It's persistent. And this is function payable. And all these other functions like this, it's like that. It has this name right here. I feel like I want to just give you guys a better contract to start from. Like this is like, okay, let's see. When I deployed this, it definitely worked. And there's like different ways, just to clarify, like this ERC20. ERC20. Let's see. All right, cool. So one thing I want to show you guys is like the standard is definitely like, it has the total supply, it has the balance of, like this is the example of like it being an abstract class that, you know, no matter what the code is, if it's following ERC20 token, it has like certain functions. Okay, so we'll try this one real quick. And like, you know, worst case scenario, we just pull up one of my contracts. These are kind of like some special contracts I like to use, you know, more or less. And then we're going to switch over to 419. And then this is unexpected identifier, large, this, just like that. Parse error. I'm just curious what this is. Expected got L person instructor. This is what you would do if you like didn't know what was going on with this error. You would just Google it and then see what happens. It's a GitHub thing. I like the Stack Overflow Exchange. This is problem this like this. So it says I had a similar problem. In my case, it says it was a system version of Sicily. So it starts with here's what truffle had version. So this is like a Solidity. You know what? How about this? First thing I want to do is type USDT tether. Tether ERC20 token. And then it's like here. First, I'm gonna click this real quick. All right, cool. So let me see here. It says read contract. Info holders. Cool. I like this. This is Tether has this ERC20 token. Tether is a stable token, and they have like every Tether is backed by $1 in a bank somewhere. And this is like the reason why I'm like just kind of pull it from here, and I've like done this before, is because it's like a stable version. I feel like if they're using this on like public exchanges and stuff like that, this is like a good token to start from. And then, okay. Nice. That's that good shit. You got that like verified code out here, and we can just start from there, I guess. So we have this stuff is compiling. There's no errors. That's like really good. And like at some point we should definitely go over like debugging and stuff, but we get your time effectively. And so what I want to do is I'm gonna pick this, all right? And then maybe we can even do this. Let's test Tether. That's what it says, or it just says Tether token. I'm trying to put test Tether token. And I figure this is kind of good, especially if you like, you know, have some code that involves like the ERC20 token of the Tether. Basically, like you can know for a fact that your code can interact with their code because you can like make test tethers like this. All right, cool. So I'm gonna click deploy. Let's see. I'm gonna get into my MetaMask. This. It wants me to do this. Oh yeah, I have to switch to my injected Web3 provider, Web3. Now it's gonna be like this. I should definitely like update the Mosaic Junction. I think the videos could be helpful still, but definitely that one page with the like buggy code should be gotten rid of. All right, cool. So boom, this is essentially what the homework is going to be. Deploy your own ERC20 token. And here is this. I just click copy, and now I have this hash. And so Stuart, just so we're clear, like this is what the homework would be, is to submit this. I'm just gonna paste it right here for now. Or what you can do is you can paste it right here in Etherscan. Search by address, paste. Wait, no. So this isn't a Robson test network. Robson. All right, cool. So this is like, you can see the different transactions that happen with this address. You guys can give it a test. I'm going to try to transfer some, or let me see. Here's what's cool about this: redeem issue, right? So first thing I want to show you guys is total supply. This is 0. I'm going to issue 100 or 1,000, and then I want to So this is the equivalent to like, the way that stable tokens work and Tether works. Like if someone added like $1,000 to their bank, then like it will make sense if they click this issue button. Because it basically means that, we just added 100 of these tokens into circulation in the total supply. And now this is 1,000, right? And the way this works specifically is me being the owner, which I can do, clicking this balance of, and then I can say balance of here. Just click this, and it says 1,000. So first of all, Stuart, does that kind of explain like, what I'm looking for, this hash and how to get it?
Yes, but I'm a little concerned about how this like works with the homework assignment we did that you gave us.
Oh yeah. So the concept of like taking the code and then submitting it in the Solidity compiler and then deploying it, right?
Right.
Was that
I guess the thing is, if you give me a second, I can probably share you my screen. I can just show you what I'm doing because I have my computer.
Okay. Well, I'm down to look. Let me see. I'm gonna click stop screen share.
All right, let me see if I can get my screen sharing.
Debugging the code, it's the word. This is how we do it.
All right, so now what? How?
All right, cool. So you probably want to add a compiler.
Okay.
Click that plugin icon.
Okay.
And then let's see, scroll down. Let's see.
So
all right, Solidity, activate that.
Cool.
Debugging.
There was another one you had on yours. Which one was that?
Let's see. It's like a deploying one. Let me see.
Deploy and run transactions.
Yep.
All right, got it.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then what?
All right, cool. So let's see. You want to go to your compiler and you want to turn it on.
All right. All right.
Yep. And we'll just see. Like ideally, there's no errors, but if there is, we can address them. Figure out what's.
I mean, when I did this last time, there were no errors, so it's just a matter of.
Oh snap! Looks like, first of all, congratulations, Stuart. You produced some code with no errors, right?
Thanks.
That doesn't always happen. All right.
Well,
so
I have lots of errors. It's just this particular. I just kept reworking it until I got all the errors gone.
Oh man, dude, now you're a developer too, man. I had to do shit like that, man. That was like when I started, I was like, what are these errors? And then
it's the most frustrating thing, but then you get used to it after a while.
Oh man, dude, I feel like we're developers talking about developership right
now. Yeah.
All right. Well.
Okay, so just curious, what's next?
All right, so go to run and deploy.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Just deploy?
Yeah. So like click that select box, right? You want to pick which one you're going to deploy. If Alien Factory is the one, you have to click deploy.
Huh. I don't know what this means. Alert insufficient funds.
Is that what it says? Where does it say that?
Can you see it?
Yeah, first check your MetaMask. Like I saw the one over there in your top right.
Yep. Hang on a sec.
All right,
All right.
cool. So you have 0 Ethereum. So that's the problem. So
Okay.
go to the Robson test network and then get some Ethereum.
Oh.
Oh, you got to go to the Robson test faucet. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. How do I do that?
All right, so Google Robson faucet.
ROPSTN faucet. This one?
Yeah, let's see what that one does.
And then you just add
Take your public key. It says enter your test. Yeah. All right, scroll to the top, or
copy address to clipboard.
probably just click reject for now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, copy that and then paste it in there.
All right. Send me test ether.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Transaction hash.
Yeah, so let's copy that hash and then go to Robson Test Network. Just Google that.
Testnet Robson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll paste that in there.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wait, did you? Because there was a hash that I think came out.
I had the hash, but I think it's.
Click
Here,
it. Click
I'll
that.
I'll do another one. Oh.
They're hating, man.
I don't know. Maybe it was this one. I don't know.
Account to this. Let me see. It says this faucet drips 1 ether every second. 10 seconds says you can register your account in queue. It says max. The server size is 5. So account. So that it says balance that. All right, cool. So I would go to another website.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. That's only because I want to show you this hash situation.
What website?
Just like Google Robson faucet again, and then click the second link that shows up.
All right.
Yeah, click that request 1 ether.
All right, connect. It's just saying it wants to connect to my account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then click request 1 ether.
Huh.
Let's see. It may be a error message below or some type of message below. Just scroll down. All right, look at those transactions right there. Copy one of those transactions.
Okay.
Then go to the test network.
This one?
Yeah, and then paste it in there.
Paste and search.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with that. Oh, look, right? And that was 33 seconds ago.
Yep.
All right, cool. So I don't know. So it looks like it's sending it to your address. That's your address right there, right? Your public situation.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So and it says success. Scroll down. Let's just see if there's anything else. All right. Check your MetaMask balance and see what happens.
I have 2 ether.
You rich now.
Yeah.
And Robson monies.
Nice.
All right, now let's go and try to deploy your contract.
All right. Back to Remix.
Yep. And then click the MetaMask.
I mean, this is MetaMask, so I just click confirm.
You're in Remix. MetaMask is the top right.
No, I had MetaMask. There. Yeah, that was MetaMask. It popped up automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So just confirm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, bro. There you go. Now click that copy thing next to the. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And then now that's what I want for homework.
Okay, I'll just. Do you want it for all of them or just one?
All of them, like, because what I want to do is I want to take your contract and interact with it, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, like, and I already have your files and stuff. All you gotta do is deploy that, and then so like the homework for today is definitely like go through this Mosaic Junction thing that I was showing.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna start sharing my screen
now. Okay.
This is good, man. I'm happy how we're doing this. Like, I'm like helping people. All right. Do you want to stop others from sharing their screen?
I'll stop my share.
All right. So basically, like, one thing I like about what you did, Stuart, is you were like, yo, man, I put this in there, and then there were some bugs, but then I fixed them. Right. That's what I need, man. Like, I think that's definitely going to transpire to like us kind of growing together as developers. And first of all, you being like a noteworthy one, that people want to hire and give monies to. They were like, hey, man, Stuart knows how to debug code, and that's very important because sometimes the bugs happen. But like essentially, like, I want you guys to go over this Mosaic Junction situation. Like, watch all these videos. Like, click these tiles. They have like videos and different informations in them. And I think that I was at some point requested to talk about tokenomics, and this is definitely one of the things that are involved in tokenomics. Just to like summarize before we conclude, there's like security tokens and there's utility tokens. Security tokens are basically like stocks or assets that people hold in hopes of having a profit. And the SEC is very weird about those things. But utility tokens are very chill about, which means like a utility token is like, all right, this is like a Chuck E. Cheese token that you use to enter Chuck E. Cheese, right? Or I like this concept of an access token. And I think that's one of the things I want to like build with you guys. Imagine a situation where they're like, hey, man, there's this explicit content that's very, very cool. And the only way to view it is if you have these access tokens, right? And like, let's say I'm a business person with that exclusive content, I can like sell my access tokens and people can then buy them to access my stuff that I store on the blockchain or whatever, or just store wherever I want them to. So that's a utility purpose where you use that token to access something else.
Okay.
So all that being said, both of these tokens are very similar with the ERC20 token. And so that's why I want you guys to kind of go through this stuff, learn that. Definitely like there is some more like crypto zombie stuff, the plasma section, which I think is very cool. It talks about fungible and multi-fungible tokens. And that's definitely useful knowledge for how I approach like other smart contracts that we will talk about in future lessons.
Okay.
All right, cool. So I'm excited. How are you feeling?
I'm excited too.
All right. We did it, Stuart. We're gonna kill this shit, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everyone who's watching. And I guess we can conclude this. Check the syllabus. And I'll upload this in due time, and then everyone probably get text messages when that happens. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, and you have a good one.
Thanks, you too.